É possível ficar fluente em inglês em apenas um ano? No vídeo de hoje eu vou compartilhar com vocês a minha experiência estudando inglês todos os dias durante um ano. Então, antes de mais nada, eu já gostaria de pedir para vocês deixar aquele like no canal e se inscrever. Eu vou estar compartilhando semanalmente minha experiência aprendendo inglês com vocês. Lembrando que esse vídeo vai ser todo em inglês, então ativa as legendas aí em cima e deixe nos comentários no final do vídeo o quanto você entendeu desse vídeo e deixe também com a gente a sua experiência aprendendo inglês. Nesse vídeo eu vou listar algumas coisas que eu fiz que eu acho que foram importantes para o meu aprendizado de inglês. Eu tenho certeza que se você também fizer, você vai conseguir grandes resultados aprendendo inglês. Então, antes de mais nada, bora pro vídeo. I've always dreamed about learning English, but as it happens to most of us, I didn't have enough patience and I didn't have a plan to learn the language. So the first thing that I did was to create a habit to study every single day. And also, I thought to myself that I had to be patient. Learning language takes time, so you have to be patient and also you have to create a habit to study the language every single day. It's a process, so you have to do it daily. And that's what I did. I decided that I had to be patient and also I decided to study every single day. I had to make it a routine. Do it every single day. Make a habit. In order to create a habit, you have to choose how you're going to study and when you're going to study. Since I had a job, I decided that I was going to study when I got home from work. Of course, there were some days that I was kind of tired, I didn't feel like studying at all. Since I had decided to study every single day, it didn't matter. It didn't matter if I was tired, it didn't matter if I didn't feel like studying, I just did it. And after deciding when you're going to study, you have to decide how you're going to study. So here's the app that I've been using for the past 1 year. It's called Link. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. With this app, you can keep track of everything that you do with the language. You can see how many hours you've been spending listening to the language. You can see how many words have you read. You also can book a private lesson with a teacher. And the most important thing that I think this app has, you can add words and phrases and you can use it as a flashcards. So you're gonna be able to learn a lot of vocabulary, and that's important when it comes to learning a language. So as I was saying, you can keep track of everything. Right now, I'm up to 44,000 known words. And also right here, you can see how many hours I actually have been listening to the language just inside the app. Of course, there are plenty of good apps out there, but if you'd like to give Link a try, I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. In my opinion, the most important thing when it comes to learning a language is listening. You have to do a lot of listening. Once you understand that to speak a language, you first have to understand, you're gonna be more focused on listening. Since the beginning, that's what I decided to do. I tried to improve my listening as much and as fast as possible. So after a couple of weeks, I was starting to get a grasp on the language. I was able to understand, and that's the moment that I realized that all the efforts that I was putting was finally paying off. So I started to listen to podcasts and also I started watching TV shows, and that's when the language learning process became amazing. Being able to watch TV shows, movies, it's amazing. It's a new world. You discover new things, and that's the moment that you start to understand that you're really learning the language. As I pointed out, you have to be consistent and learn the language every single day. When I started, I changed everything into English. I had to immerse myself. I had to spend time with the language. I tried to do as much as possible to be with the language, to immerse myself. And that's what you have to do. Spend more time with the language. Some people say they can't learn, but actually, how much time do they spend with the language? If you really want to learn the language, you have to spend as much as possible with it. And of course, that's not something easy to do, especially at the very beginning. You don't know how to study, you don't know how to do it, but look it up. There are a lot of good contents out there. A lot of them are gonna help you to immerse yourself, to create a habit, to create an environment where you're gonna be able to spend more time with the language. And now the last step. I'm pretty sure, like me, your goal is to speak the language. That's the most difficult part, but also the most wanted. Of course, when you start learning the language, the lack of vocabulary are gonna make you feel afraid to speak, and make mistakes. But it's totally normal. It happens to everybody. But don't worry, the lack of vocabulary is no big deal. If you really want to speak, you can talk to yourself. Of course, people may say, "Oh, you're acting like crazy," but it's better to be crazy than not speak the language. That's what I thought at the very beginning. And of course, with each passing day, you're gonna improve your vocabulary. You're gonna know more and more words, and that's the time you're gonna be able to switch from talk to yourself to talk to other people. You can book a private teacher, but also you can keep talking to yourself. That's what I do nowadays. Sometimes I talk to teacher when I have money to book a lesson, but when I'm kind of short on money, I talk to myself. That's something that helps a lot. You can practice the words that you've been learning, the words that you don't know. And of course, it's a little tricky because sometimes you talk to yourself, you feel yourself like a crazy, but it's totally normal. I'd say that's the best thing that I did. And in a nutshell, that's what I did. I decided to study every single day. I decided to spend as much time with the language as possible. I decided to talk to myself, and here I am, after 1 year studying the language, speaking English. Of course, I'm not fluent yet. I have a lot of room to improve, but I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna stop. I'm very happy with my progress, and I'm pretty sure you can do the same, even better. It all depends on how many hours they spend with the language. Some people may get to the fluency faster than others, but the important thing is to study, to improve, to learn, and to enjoy the language. So, thank you all for watching this video to the end. I'd like you to tell us in the comments how much of this video did you understand, and also give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be posting videos every single week to share with you my progress and everything else. And thanks again for watching this video. I'll see you guys later. Bye!